So it looks like mentoring is huge.
Mentoring is huge.
Finding somebody that not only you can get involved with and see where they've been and going and how they can kind of bring you up and study. You know, I've heard a lot of that. Not doing film school is much harder to really pursue it, especially if you're just getting started. But the tools are out there. I mean, this is a $28 book, Cinematography Theory and Practice, and I have learned just so much out of this, and especially being able to read it, study it, and then go out and grab a camera and start shooting it.
Exactly.
Has been big for me, and it seems like if you can gravitate toward an area that has a little more to offer in the industry of filmmaking, can make a big difference. I mean, even here in Chicago there's a lot going on. There's a lot of groups. I bumped into you. We started working on some stuff together, and the community is so passionate about the craft that it seems like a good opportunity to consider. What do you think about that? Considering locations to live.
And the other thing in regards to where you live, I mean, the thing that's nice about filmmaking is that you can make films using your home, video camera. You know, I mean, if you're passionate about making films, I mean, back in the day there was 8mm, there was VHS. I mean, that's what you had to use. I mean, if you wanted to make a film, you'd make a film on a VHS camera. I mean, because really what you're looking at framing, you're looking at telling a story. You're not going to see the beautiful images that you are today on, with the cameras that we have, but you're still going to be able to get the angles and the framing, and you can tell stories, and you can do a nice film or tell a story. Let's tell a story using inadequate cameras and so forth. So I would not, just don't go out and buy a camera that you're not going to use or don't know how to use. If you really love filmmaking and you don't have a lot of money, there's cameras out there nowadays that are $125 that shoot 720p.
Yeah.
I mean, you may not have the best audio, but start there.
Right, and I think it seems like it's important to point out that this whole filmmaking thing is a very collaborative industry and a way of telling stories, and to keep that mindset as we progress with this and begin to learn that looking into your team or who you're working with, and that it isn't just about you and your books and your camera, but to actually get out and start working with some other people.
Exactly, and it's a collaborative effort. You can't sit in your room and write a script and think about directing it and writing the music for it. I mean, you can do that, but the fun of the industry is working with other creative people and giving yourself opportunity to grow, working with other people. You're just going to pick up so many things. And just for a little tip, always turn your cell phone off before a production. You probably heard that. I've been notorious as a director for just leaving my cell phone on in the middle of shoots, but remember to turn your cell phone off. So if you heard that, there it is.
Well, that seems very helpful. I wish I was able to hear this conversation a couple years ago, because this can be a very daunting thing to get involved with. So again, it seems like there's a lot of tools out there, and we can put links to some of these, and to get involved, to get out there, and there is a lot online, and there are a lot of people doing this. It seems getting involved in filmmaking without film school, and not just skimping, but actually creating incredible stories.
Right. And the other thing too is, I mean, we all watch a lot of TV, we watch movies. One of the best things to do is to really watch a movie, and if you're looking at composition, if you're looking at camera work, turn the audio off and just watch the film silent, and just look at the camera angles, look at the lighting, and study what is going on. Where's the light coming from? Is it coming from behind them? Is it coming from the side? In this situation, the light is coming from over here. I'm more backlit. Caleb is more, he's got a key on his face right there. just start looking and analyzing pictures and say what's going on in that picture. Look in the background and say what can I see in the background? What is the story telling me? What are they trying to tell me through this particular story? And I think you have to become a student.
Yeah. Well, sounds great. I mean, that's a good start, especially to our series here at home, Film School Student. So definitely stay tuned. We have a lot more planned, and we're going to get around a little bit. And there's so many topics we're going to be covering. So definitely stay tuned, and we will see you guys next time.
And remember, don't forget to turn off your cell phone.
Yeah, cell phone.